So 7th grade, I get through 7th grade, everything good. Never made good grades from elementary to high school. Never made the honor roll. Always did bad in school. School just never came to me easy, like I said. But I get to 8th grade, I slide right back down that slippery slope. Start smoking, start drinking again, start doing things I had no business doing. I had a 13-year-old, stuff that, come on now, a lot of people don't do. So, during that time. So, one day I'm in class, it's a health ed class, 2nd period. My teacher, I ain't gonna say his name, he had pulled me to the side. He was like, Kyrie, do you have an IEP? I'm like, what? IEP? What you talking about, man? I ain't snoring, nothing wrong with me. So the reason why he asked me that, because I had failed this exam twice. In his eyes, it was easy. Because everybody else was passing it, but I was the only one that wasn't passing it for some reason. So I go to the side, I say, you know what? I'm gonna prove him wrong. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prove him super wrong. So I'm like, you know what? Give me that exam again. So I took it, passed it, got everything right. And so he was he had a look on his face like disbelief, because he couldn't believe I did that. And I'm like, you know what? In my head, I'm just smiling, I'm just laughing, because I'm like, look, I told you I was gonna do that. So when people say stuff about you or put you down, you just prove wrong. Man, everything don't have to be angry when somebody say something about you. You know, sometimes in life we let everything somebody say get to us, but we shouldn't even pay that stuff no mind. Because people gonna talk all the time, but you gotta make sure that you rise above it. Because sometimes people just do stuff to you or say stuff to you just to get a reaction. But you gotta be strong mentally and just get through that. Y'all feel me? Okay, y'all feel okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Cool. So now I graduate middle school, now I'm on to high school. So I get to high school, right? You know, I'm at school with all my cousins, so I'm feeling good, you know, I'm showing off. I'm feeling myself, as they say. 9th grade, 10th grade, I went to Woodrow Wilson Senior High School, which is now called Jackson Reed. I get there, all my cousins in there, people from my neighborhood, people I know from other schools out there. 9th, 10th grade, I'm doing good, doing okay, doing enough work just to get by. 11th grade year, that's when I started turning up, as they say, I started cutting up. So me and my cousin, we was fighting, like 10 of us versus like 50 people. Like every day we was fighting to the point like they had enough of us. So 12th grade year, that's when things got really crucial, really bad. So they put me out. All my cousins got to stay, but they put me out because I guess I was the one that was doing the most heavy, but it wasn't true. So I got put out. I had to go to an alternative school. I had to go to Choice. And so I hated that school because you know why? I had to wear a uniform. You had to turn your phone in. You had to be separated from women every single day. And I was over here for 3 months doing the same thing. It was just like prison. Matter of fact, they even had a juvenile detention center right behind it. So if you did any fight or anything like that, you was going right there. You know, so that's what I'm like, you know what? I got to make sure I get my life together because I can't come back here. That school stuff and this stuff, I can't be doing it. So I finished 3 months, got out of there, then I went back to my regular high school, Woodrow Wilson Senior High School. So I go back to Wilson, right? Go back to Wilson, then another thing happened. They told me I can't graduate on time. So I called my mom and my grandmother because they work at American University, which is right there by Wilson, Woodrow Wilson Senior High School. So I get there, so I get back to my school, I call my grandma, like, Grandma, Mom, come up here right now. So they come up here, they come up there ASAP.